Hello and welcome to your channel for business excellence tools and techniques. I'm Indu Singhal, your business transformation guide. For a quick recap on what we have discussed so far, I'll take you through the flowchart that I've shared with you in my last video. For this, let me share my screen with you. As you can see, we have completed alignment of vision and mission, understanding stakeholder expectations, and considering the external and internal factors that impact our business. Today, we shall study how to put these together to develop a strategy map. For this, we need to get to our drawing board. A typical strategy map consists of various interrelated strategic objectives. These can be grouped into themes as per the business context that applies best to you. Let us try to understand how this works. For those of you who have missed my last session on how to arrive at the SWOT matrix, you can find my video here. And I've also shared the video link in the description below. To move on, let us go back to our findings of the threats and weaknesses from our last session. Now, as you can see, this is the list of the threats and weaknesses that was identified last time. Now we need to separate the threats from the weaknesses. I've come across several organizations that falter here. The reason being, most of them simply draw a 2x2 matrix and begin to plug in points randomly in these boxes without paying close attention. However, you who are watching this video need not falter. You will recall that I had promised to explain how to differentiate between the two. All you need to remember is that any external trigger is to be treated as a threat and any internal trigger is to be treated as a weakness. It's really as simple as that. Now that this is settled, let us do the same with opportunities and strengths. Yes, you're right. Any external trigger has to be treated as an opportunity and any internal trigger may be treated as a strength. So here you go. Now let us revisit our external and internal factors. Here are the threats and weaknesses that were identified in our last session, and these are the opportunities and threats that were identified. Please remember, these are springing from the external and internal factors that we had measured last time. Once again, we will separate the threats and weaknesses and group them like this. And we will separate the opportunities and strengths again and group them like this. Thus, we now have our SWOT analysis matrix filled out completely well, and I'll run through each slide separately for the sake of this example. So we have our strengths, which begin with training activities, clarity of tasks assigned, and go all the way down to healthy cash flow and high assembly line capacity. Our weaknesses are all the way from empowerment and peer interaction, all the way down to lack of succession planning. Likewise, our opportunities are listed as timely delivery, product quality, good reputation, etc., going all the way down to growth in technology users and growth in online shopping. And now we come to the last slide on threats, which begins with poor customer support, complicating buying process, and goes all the way down to more stringent regulatory guidelines. So with this, we have completed our SWOT matrix. So now, what do we have next? Well, this is where the fun begins. So let us club together the strengths and threats on a single frame and study them. As you will see in this example, there is a common theme running across all the points under each column. I've highlighted these for your quick reference. What story do these tell us? Let us remove the extra points to get a clearer picture. So these are your extra points. And yes, now let's see what kind of a theme emerges in our minds. That's right, improving workforce efficiency. That's how simple it is. Let us repeat this exercise with another combination from our SWOT matrix. So we now take opportunities and weaknesses, and once again we highlight the connected points. Next, we remove the extra points for better clarity, and there we get our next strategic input. That's right, improve process efficiency using technology. This becomes our strategic input number 2. We continue this exercise for yet another combination from our SWOT table. This time it will be strengths and weaknesses. Once again, we will highlight the connected points and then remove the extra points for better clarity. There you go. And can you see the theme here? Yes, you're right. Reduce operating cost. And this is our input number 3 for our strategy map. For the sake of this exercise, I will go on to yet another combination from our SWOT matrix, and that is of opportunities and threats. As you can see, I've highlighted the common points in the 2 columns. And now I shall separate those points from the non-highlighted points. And here emerges our 4th strategic input, which is improve customer experience. So in this manner, as you can see, we have a list of all the strategic inputs that have been gathered together during this exercise.
Thus, as you will see now, we can regroup these such that the lead parameters and lag parameters appear in some sequence. The arrows between the strategic inputs denote the connection between them. In this example, we can see that improving workforce efficiency will result in greater process efficiency. This in turn will bring about greater customer experience, which will then result in reducing operating cost. The parameters that influence other parameters are called lead parameters, and those that are impacted by other parameters are called lag parameters.
Should you need further inputs or advisory services, you may reach me via email on businessexcellencebyindu@gmail.com. My Instagram handle is Indu65, or you may reach me on LinkedIn at this address. I end this session with an ebook I'd like to recommend, Summary Strategy Maps, Review and Analysis of Kaplan and Norton's book by Business News Publishing. This book is just about 36 pages. I'm sure you will enjoy this. So this is all from me today. I hope you have enjoyed this session. If you did, please like this video and share it with your friends and colleagues. To subscribe to my channel, please click the subscribe button. And if you also press the bell icon, you'll be the first to know when the next video will be launched. So until next Monday, take care and be blessed. This is Indu Singhal, your business transformation guide, signing off for today. Cheers.